Hello everybody and welcome back once again to another battle report from WotDG Gaming Battle Reports. I bid you all welcome. I hope you all have enjoyed the content so far, guys. And if you're new to the channel, then please don't hesitate to subscribe if you enjoy this content, so you don't miss out on any new great battle report. Okay guys, so now we're up on game 3 in the TNQ tournament. And once again, I need to spoil the previous game so we can have a little recap. So if you're not into spoilers and haven't seen game 1 and 2, then please pause now and go check those games out. Otherwise, I give you all 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if you are still here, then you don't mind spoilers or you have seen the previous games already. Okay, so for game 1 we got set back by some nasty filthy vampires that refused to die, so that was 6 points. After that we went up against the Sylvan Elves, the Sylvan Pointy Ears. And in that game things went a little bit better, that's for sure. So we ended up with a 19-1, but then we also added the secret objective, so a 22-4, because my opponent also got his secret objective, which is nice for him. He had some nasty trees, big in all size, in all different sizes, and well, most of them got shot down by the fat one and his friends, so I'm happy about that. But it was a big struggle, and the points isn't telling the whole picture, to be honest. It was a big struggle in that game. So anyway guys, now it's a new battle to look ahead for, and let's see my list first. Schmack! Here we have the list, and if you haven't seen it already, then I suggest you pause now or you go check in my list tutorial that is in here on this channel. Otherwise, we move on as always, so let's see who our opponent is this time. I know that intro maybe was a little bit too long, but that song is so fucking awesome. It is dope with Die Motherfucker Die. A fitting title for this army, I gotta say. So, as you all can see, we are now up against the emo motherfucking punk rockers once again. And as you all can see, if you're a fan to the channel, this is the exact same list as I faced once before, and it's the exact same opponent. Right now we are up on, let's see now, 22 plus 6, so 28 points, which means we are on the upper half in the tournament, and this guy is going pretty good for him as well. So it will be fun to face him again, because he's a really nice opponent, but I do not prefer to face this army though. I had a big struggle last time, and I think I will have that again, so let's check this out. He has a Chosen Lord on Black Steed with favor of something that I can pronounce, on Gladiator Spirit, Kingslayer, Talisman of Shielding, Immortal Gauntlet, Luck of the Dark Gods. So he has a 4+ ward save, 1+ armor save, and hits like a moving truck. So yeah, I need to be aware of that guy. I remember him, he was the one that killed Torsten last time. Then he has a Doom Lord with Dusk Forge, Basalt Infusion, Spiked Shield, Great Weapon, Blessed Inscription. And as far as I remember, he's the one that killed the fat one last time, so I can't let him get in combat either. The thing that is working for me here though is that he doesn't have any ward saves. So Snipes and Doom Wheels will be the answer for him. Okay, then he has a Sorcerer on Wasteland Behemoth. He's the General with Adept of Evocation, Hero's Heart, Paired Weapons, Binding Scroll, Roll of Battles. Okay, so he has changed his General to be the Sorcerer here on Wasteland Behemoth, and he has kitted him to be a little bit of a beast in combat as well. Okay, yeah, we have to look out for him then. Then he has some Warhounds, a Chaff, 19 Warriors to fill it his core requirement. And they have favor of Vanadra and Sealet's Banner with great weapons. I don't know exactly what that means. I think they have lightning reflexes with that. Then he has 2x5 warrior knights with musician and lance. Ouch. And then he has 6 forsworn with champion, musician, spite shield. Okay, ouch there also. And then he has a helm of course, always the helm. Oh yeah, right. So what do I think about the list? Yeah, the only thing I think it lacks is something in ranged, because if you have seen my reports earlier, you know one of my key rules is that you will have to be a threat in every phase. So I know that Chaos or Wars of the Dark Gods, as they are called now, doesn't have any shooting, but they can at least threaten you with some spells or whatnot. And that's the only thing I think it lacks. But otherwise, the combat phase with this list is just insane. So I have to kite him as much as I can, and chaff him as much as I can, and do not let him get into close combat with my valuable targets. That's it. Okay guys, let's jump into the battle report and see how it went. Alright, so here we have the layout of the table, and I have to excuse this picture because this is after turn 1 movement for the rats, so a little bit of the game is getting spoiled right away, but let's rewind. Right, so for starters we are playing counterthrust as deployment type, which means you have a 15-inch forward deployment and then you have to be 20 inches apart from your opponent. And as secondary objective we are playing King of the Hill, and he has chosen this field for me to claim, and I chose this water feature down here for him to claim. And as secret objective I have this. Bring it down. Yeah, so it's all about killing one of his towering presence models, and I picked his gateway, of course, because I hate that fucking gateway anyway, so it has to die no matter what. So this was a perfect card for me in this game, I gotta say. And as his secret objective, I don't think I'm gonna spoil it this game either. You will have to see later if he gets it or not. Okay then, so the deployment, it went something like this. We had a roll-off. He won the roll-off on who picks the side. He chose this side, and I didn't mind so much about that, to be honest, because I wanted to have this hill anyway here in the middle. Then I told him that I wanted to drop first. I then dropped some Plague Sensor Bears here on top of the hill. He went back and dropped some Wolves here. I then went back and dropped some more Plague Sensor Bears down here. He then went and dropped some Warrior Knights here. I then dropped my Night Runners down here in the corner. And then he dropped some more Warrior Knights over here somewhere. And that's it. After that I told him that I dropped the rest of my army to go first. So for my deployment then, over here we have Roger the Fucktard, and after that we have some Plague Sensor Bears here on top of the hill. After that we have the Green Doom Wheel. After that we have some more Plague Sensor Bears over here. Behind them it's a Fat and Friends with a fat one in it. Then behind that it's a Plague Claw Catapult. Next to them there's Torsten and his Stormvermin bodies, his Stormvermin friends. Behind him it's a Plague Claw Catapult. Next to them it's a block of Night Runners, and in front of them another Doom Wheel. And that's my deployment. So for his deployment then, over here he has his gateway and I think I have close-ups of it. Here you can see it. Nasty little gateway here. Then here is his general, the behemoth thing, and his sorcerer on top of it. Over here are his dogs, then some warrior knights. Next to them some more warrior knights. Behind them his big block of warriors, or whatever they're called now. And in front of them his forsworn, that is with his Doom Lord in it. And also in this block here is his nasty Killy Lord on the Dark Steed. And that is the deployment. So on to I have to hold there. Let's check in our spells first. So for the rats, I have Hand of Glory on the fat one, because I remember the last time how much I needed that. If he gets into close combat with me, I have to protect my towers as much as possible. And then as spells for Torsten, I have Smite and Believer, Hand of Heaven, Trial of Fate, and Awaken the Rat. That are some nice spells for that chaos to handle. Then for my warrior buddy, he has Rod of Battle, Spectral Blades, Ancestral Aid, and Evocation of Souls. Alright then, so off to rats, turn 1, and as I told you guys, this is after movement, so let's start off by saying that Roger rolled a 17 on the distance that he went forward first, and I was totally overexcited about it. I was like, yes! Time to die, fucking gateway!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Alright, so after Roger's movement, we do this. I have a better picture for it here, I will show you. Here you can see it setting up a little trap for his warrior knights over here and his nasty lord. The thing is, by doing this, we open up with the doom wheel, goes here, then it is also 18 inches away. But if he would succeed a charge here now, then he will probably just destroy the doom wheel. But what happens after that? Then it goes in here, then he has two options. Either stay here and then re-angle somewhere to look at something, or overrun into the Plague Sensor Bears. And if he does that, then I would charge him in the flank or rear with this Plague Sensor Bears, and the same with Roger here. So that would mean just a totally destroyed warrior knight unit. And okay, sure, it will cost me a doom wheel, but I will get in return a Chaos Lord on Black Steed and his warrior knight unit. So I can take that trade anyway, and any day. And here we also are setting up a little chokehold of sorts. The thing is that we force him to either push or stay put. That's his two options right now. And if he pushes, then yeah, he will probably just be overwhelmed. So it's a hard matchup right now for the warriors when I'm playing like this. I think I have him exactly where I want him to be right now. So after this we go into the magic phase. And I don't have a picture for it, but we get the number 7 spell card anyway. And the first thing we do is that we take Torsten and throws Hand of Heaven on these warrior knights here. He lets it go. And then I kills, let's see now, I think I killed 3 warrior knights with it. And after that, we throw a Trial of Fate on them as well. And he also lets it go, because I have so many more spells that he don't want to let go. So, and that means no more warrior knights. I totally destroy them round 1 with magic. And then he dispels the rest of my spells. So, first blood for Torsten. Hell yeah!
First blood!
After that, we go into the shooting phase for the rats. And the first thing we do is that we kill off another warrior knight with the doom wheel here. So it actually hits something, so I'm happy about that. Then after that, the other doom wheel opens up on this, what's it called now again? Forsworn unit, and do 2 wounds to it. So I'm happy about that also. That's really nice. And then one of the catapults hits his dogs over here, actually, and kills off 2 of them, forcing him to take a panic check. But he passes it, because he has his general over here. And that's the shooting phase. So off to Voice of the Dark Gods, turn 1. So what my Chaos friend does for first is that he takes the bait, and he hasn't recognized yet that this is...
It's a trap!
Leading at 10 on dice. But unfortunately for him, he fails the charge though. So yeah, too bad. But hindsight 2020, I think he's pretty happy that he failed that charge. Because if he had done that, that it would have been even worse. Then after that, he takes up his dogs here to chaff my doom wheel, I guess. And then he just re-angles his general here to look at Roger. And then he moves up with a couple of inches here with his units, but he doesn't want to leave the field yet. And he's afraid of getting crushed here. So yeah, he's just stays put here. After that we go into his magic phase, and he has only combat buffs, so it's nothing of importance here. He buffs his own general, I think he does, and that's it. So off to rats, turn 2. Well, I guess it's worth noting that he got another 2 spell card in his magic phase, but yeah, whatever. Okay, on to Rat's turn 2 now. So we have absolutely 0 charges, because why should we? There's no reason we will win this game if we just can kite him like this, and that's the whole tactic beforehand. The only thing that we want to get into combat is Roger into his portal. And the Roger continues on forward, like, and I think he rolled 11 or so. He's really eager to go into that portal and kill it. They do eat! So after that we roll around with the Plague Sense Bears here and puts them behind the hill. And the Plague Sense Bear here stays put here, and they also did a frenzy check, of course. So they didn't charge his wolves, and they passed that, so. And the rest of the battle line just looks like this. It doesn't move that much. So after that we go into the magic phase. And as you can see here, I get the number 6 spell card. And the first thing we do is that we get off, I think we started off with Trial of Fate on his Warrior Knights here, killing 2 or 3 of them. And after that we also get off Awaken the Rat on them. So in combination with Awaken the Rat and Trial of Fate, we kill, let's see now, 4 Warrior Knights. No, sorry, 3 Warrior Knights, since 1 died the previous turn from the Doom Wheel. After that, we go into the shooting phase, and the Doom Wheel down here, the red one, opens up on his Forsworn once again and does 2 more wounds. So now we have killed a Forsworn and wounded one. After that, this blurry picture shows his wolves running away because they got hit by a catapult once again. And that time they failed their panic check. Alright, and that's it for Rat's turn 2. So off to Chaos turn 2. And the first thing my warrior buddy does is that he has absolutely 0 charges. So what he does is that he takes his Forsworn, they have had enough of the bullshit, and teleports themselves back here. Since this is his objective anyway, so he needs to claim that. And yeah, that's it. So beam me up, Scott.
Beam me aboard. Energize.
Energizing.
After that, he takes his gateway and moves it into the corner here. Because now I've also admitted to him that my mission is to kill this motherfucker. I was like, no, you can't do that. I won't allow it. And then also he separates his nasty warrior lord and the warrior knight here. So they are separate units right now. And then he rallies his dogs here also. And the gate, what the hell is this called now again? His general here, he just re-angles to look at Roger. And that's it. Then off to his magic phase. And yeah, this guy saw it here. He got Ancestral Aid here on the gateway, and I dispelled the rest of it. So yeah, that means rerolls to hit, I think, right? Because the only thing that I'm worrying about is that he will get the rerolls to hit with Lethal Strike on this guy. That's not good for Roger. So then we are off to Rats, turn 3. Yeah, so now these little warriors have shown their neck vulnerable, and you know what happens when you show your neck vulnerable to a rat. Never do that. So we take full advance forward. Yeah, let the swarm swallow him. So, because there's no threats here. What was the big threat was his big Doom Lord here, and that was the only reason why I didn't want to make a full advance. After that, we re-angles the green Doom Wheel here to look at his Forsworns. And also we, behind that, have Plague Sense Bears here and here. And then Roger actually fails his movement this round. He only goes up 6 inches towards his gateway, so yeah, that sucks. After that, we go into the magic phase, and the first thing we do is kill off his warrior knight with Trial of Fate over here. So that's always nice to get rid of that, because now his lord here can't hide somewhere. So, and also it's worth 310 points. It's always nice to get that. After that, we try for a Smite and Believer on his warriors here, but he dispels that. And then we tried for, I think it was Awaken the Rat on this guy or something else. Whatever we do, if we accomplish the spell, we don't do any wounds. So yeah, that's it. After that, we go into the shooting phase, and either 1 or 2 of the catapults hits this warrior block and kills 5 of them, which is always nice. Here, yeah, here we just have a picture showing that I killed him with the Trial of Fate. And then also the Doom wheel here opens up on his Forsworns, but yeah, it whiffs this time, so yeah, that's the Doom wheel that I know. Also here, I think the Doom wheel helped out here and actually killed a warrior or so. So yeah, that's nice. And that's the Rat's turn 3, so off to Warrior's turn 3. And what he does here is that he actually charges me with a behemoth in my flank, but I think it needed a 9 or so, but he failed that, so I'm really happy about that. And then he reangles his dogs and moves his gateway closer to his general, because he's the whole thought process behind this, he told me, is like, well, anyway, if he's gonna die, then at least I can give my general an easy charge after that. Otherwise, if he goes down here, then he will just get away from the general, and then I can just turn around with Roger and go somewhere else if I don't want to face his general. Because I told him that actually I think Roger have a good chance to kill his general, to be honest. So I'm not so afraid of the general, to be honest. And then he beams up his warriors as well, so they are out of harm's way now. Yeah, so that sucks. That's a lot of points that I can't catch now. So yeah, that fucking sucks, because my feeling was that I could table this guy. That's what I went for anyway. I wanted a 20-0 in this game. But yeah, greedy as I am, I can't get that now. So, and after that, yeah, as you can also see, he has moved away with his nasty lord here on Black Steed. Just to hide himself from me and all my spells. And yeah, that's it. Then he buffs his gateway with rerolls to hit, I think it was. And that's it. Then off to Rats, turn 4. Okay, so something has to catch the objective, right? So we take up the Night Runners, and yeah, the Fat and Friends here, they won't do anything this game. I'm saddened by it, but that's how it is. So yeah, those both units go to claim the field, and then I swift reforms Roger, so they are ranked up now and looks in this direction, and then they go 5 inch towards this direction. And then we reangles the Doom to look at his nasty lord, because we need to claim points somewhere, and this motherfucker is worth almost 700 points, and that's something that we need. Oh yeah, and yes, of course, Roger just impacts into this green gateway, and finally now we can have some feast. Yes! Right, so after that we go into the magic phase. And by all spells that we get off, I think we got off a Trial of Fate, he let it go. He rolled higher than me on the first turn, but then we re-roll the dice because I have that awesome Vermswarm item, and then we do 1 wound to this guy. We actually did 2 or 3 wounds to him, but he ward saved 1 or 2 of them. So yeah, so this guy has taken 1 wound now. And then we do, let's see now, the rest of the spells either fails or doesn't do any damage. So then we go into the shooting phase, and look here, guys, this is the only shooting that we have here, I think. Yeah, the catapults opens up actually on the Forsworn and do 1 or 2 wounds to them, but that's it. But this is the most important one. So we take the Doom Wheel here, aims at his big nasty lord. We need 5s to hit because he's behind a forest, and we hit 2 times. Then we need 4s to wound, and look at this, we wound him 2 times. That's just insane. I can't believe it. And then he takes up his dice. It's like, what the fuck is this? You're not supposed to do that to me. I was like, well, now it have happened. And he rolls his dice, and he ward saves 1 of them, and then fails the other one. So it's like now just a 3+, and the motherfucker is dead. So 3+ on dice. Come on, come on. And guys, do you think you get it? Do you think you get it? So we take the dice, rolls it, jumps up, down, spins around, lands on a 6. So boom! Yeah, fuck yeah. That lord is dead. Dead, I tell you. Celebrate good times, come on. Right, so after that we go into the combat phase. Oh, oops. I sort of just spoiled that, but hey, yeah, anyway, yeah. Roger eats this gateway as no surprise. But look here, Roger takes 1 wound in in the feasting. Yeah, he must have swallowed one of his beaks or arms or something in the wrong throat, so yeah, too bad. So after that we go into Chaos, turn 4. So my warrior buddy here has had enough of the bullshit, and he says, "Fuck you, Roger, you won't do that again to me." And then he takes his general and charges him into the front here, connecting like this. Oh yeah, worth mentioning is that the gateways blew up after, and he actually killed 4 plague sensibilities with one of them, and then it might have touched the doom wheel, but it didn't do anything to it. And down here he killed a couple of warriors and did a couple of wounds to his Forsworn as well, because this gateway blew up, but way too late. If Roger just could have charged that gateway in the previous round, then this would have happened. Fuck. Yeah, but I'm happy anyway about Roger. And well, that's about his movement, because he doesn't have any more units. So well, he has some crappy dogs running around somewhere. And then he buffs his general here with +1 to hit and Ancestral Aid, which is, let's see here, the target make reroll fail to hit roll. Yeah, it's rerolls to hit. So yeah, but that's right. Okay, so he hits me on 2s now. So after that we go into the combat phase, and he goes in and he swings before me, I think he does, and he does jack shit to me. He just bounces on me. So yeah, actually, well, sorry, pardon. He did 1 wound to me, so I have 4 wounds left here, and then I go back and I do 4 wounds back to him. But the one good thing for him is that he passes his break check though, because that would just have been a big disaster. So after that we go into turn 5, rats. And one of the things we does is that we moves with, oh look here, we actually took 2 wounds from the fucking gateway. That sucks. Okay, anyway, back to rats turn 5. What we did was we moved Torsten 10 inch towards this direction, then threw Smiting Unbeliever on these guys, then threw Hand Awakened Rat on them, killed a couple of them. And I think that was it. Then we go into the shooting phase. The Doomwheel here opens up, kills another guy or so. So they are down to 4 guys left now. So we might actually still be able to take some points here. And we have nothing else to shoot at, because he's both this unit and I think his warriors also, because they are here, are behind the hill here, so the catapult doesn't see them. So that's it. Then we go into the combat phase, and look here, guys. Roger fails hard. He takes 4 wounds in the process here, and then I think we strikes at the same time now, and doesn't kill the motherfucker either. I think I rolled 6 on the number of attacks, and I whiffed bad here. I didn't hit with even one of them. I whiffed bad now this round, so yeah, that sucks, but yeah, but Roger did his best anyway. Anyway, he did 4 wounds to this motherfucker and then killed this gateway, which was the most important thing. So he gave us the sacred objective, so I'm still happy about it. But it would have been even more nice if I could get this, then this would have been a major victory, I think. Okay guys, so this will be the last picture of the game, because this is turn 6 and this is what happens. We just claimed this objective, we just stay put here, this Doomwheel has nowhere else to go. We rose up with the Doomwheel here, shoots off another of these motherfuckers, and then we try some spells on them as well. I think we kill together with the Doomwheel 1, maybe 2 of them, but not. We killed 1 more, not enough to get any points from them, so that's it. And then he can't do anything about this. His face is just obsolete. He doesn't have any attack spells or such. So what he has left is 2 Forlorn Knights, then his Doomlord, then his Warrior Block, and his General. And what I have left is everything except Roger. Yeah, poor Roger had to sacrifice for the secret objective, but yeah, still worth it. So anyway guys, let's look at the result. Look at this, it ended up a 14-6 to Forster and Friends, so a victory for the rats, and then we both claimed the secret objective. So it ended up as 79 at the end of it. And yeah, thanks to his portal and his nasty, sneaky juking move with the portal, he claimed the objective, so we both split the objective. And what do I think about this? I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I was actually hoping for more than this, but I totally forgot about the portal there, and I think my opponent played it very well. He had some great damage control at the end of it there, and he was very happy with his result, to be honest. He saw this as a victory almost, and I felt him. I told him also that I wasn't happy with the result. I thought I would take more points when I had that great start, and he agreed with me and told me, yeah, and this matchup is horrible for him, he told me. And I thought like, yeah, but I think this matchup is horrible for me as well. It all depends on who takes the first turn. If I get a great turn and kills a bunch of stuff from him, because every model that he takes off the table is like a heap bunch of points, and if he can just rush forward and threaten me early, then I won't be able to take so many points from him, and then I have to face him in the combat, and that's where it can hurt. So yeah, it was almost half won before the game was set when I got the first turn, I think. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this battle report. I really enjoy making these. So and if you do, then please press the like button to show some support and show some love. Anyway, guys, and as I said in the early beginning of the video, if you haven't subscribed already and you think this content is good enough, then please feel free to subscribe to the channel. So anyway, guys, until we see each other the next time, have a good one and peace!